All right, we are live. Thank you for the squeaks, Alfalfa. All right, guys. Some technical difficulties. As you can hear, Alfalfa is extremely freaking excited for the draft. My God, dude. My God. Jesus. All right. Let's get everything underway. Tennessee on the clock. They are going to take Cam Ward. Let me get this link out to everybody. All right. Oh, what do we got here? What's happening? Yeah. Hold on. Let's see what we got going on. At the moment, sitting in the second spot, we haven't had any pushes in the first round. It's about the original draft order. Giants pick third, Patriots and Jaguars after that. And a defensive edge guy, it seems like there are several guys who can make an impact from that position in this draft today. Abdul Carter of Penn State Patriots top of the list. Okay. All right, let's get these links out here. Let's get everybody in the stream. We typically do. Normally I would have all of my dares on the bottom here, but I am going to use the ticker I'm going to use that just to show the picks. So first pick of the 2025 NFL draft. Let's fucking go. It's got to be Cam Ward. In the 2025 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cam
Yep. Titans got their quarterback. I think he's going to. I personally don't think it was. Hold up. Am I hearing myself over here too? Yeah, I started. Thank you, Alex. Oh my God, that whole time no audio. Dang. Yeah, I'm having issues because my I started my stream from my phone. Hopefully that takes care of it. Started the stream from my phone because I was kind of scrambling around with some things, and it just totally flirted everything up. But anything like that happens, just please let me know, because that's a bummer. All right, so we're going to pull up a big board. Am I lagging, by the way? I almost completely trashed this laptop just purely because of lag. So let me know if I'm lagging. I am going to do one thing real quick, just because I have not had dinner yet. I've had a crazy day. Just going to play my intro for a moment, watch some food, or some food ready. Dedication to your son, showing up for him. Why was that so important for you? Yeah, this is not doing what I want it to do. All right, let's delete that. Okay, there's our intro. Yeah, I can see like. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Oh, holy lag. My God. That's insane. That is insane. Freaking lag. Dear Lord. All right, well, hopefully at the very least we can keep the banners going and pull up a big board here. God, man. So laggy. Alex, am I currently lagging? If I'm moving around, is it all janky? That is a bummer. That is a bummer. Oh, God, I can see that I'm laggy. Yeah, I might switch to the phone. Hold on. Let me charge it up real quick. Hey, what can you do? That it's all technical difficulties, but okay. So Jags have traded up. I gotta imagine they're going Travis Hunter. All right. All right, so yeah, first trade of the draft. Browns gave up the second overall pick to the Jags, who already have two edge rushers, so it would not make sense for them to go Abdul Carter. Obviously, they already have Trevor Lawrence, so it would not make sense for them to, go like Shador or anything. Okay, second overall pick, fourth round pick, sixth round pick to the Jags. They got the fifth overall. Oh, wow. A second and a fourth, and the 2026 first. Wow. Wow. Massive, massive trade. That's gotta be Hunter. It's gotta be Hunter. All right. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is switch over to the phone. It's a bummer. I have all this great equipment and it's just so laggy at the moment. But it's the way to move right now. So bear with me 1 second, and then we'll have a much smoother stream. All right, hold on 1 second.
To celebrate the 32 young men entering the NFL. I'm honored to take a moment to recognize a player who's made a profound impact on and off the field.
Okay.
The Walter Payton NFL
It's me twice.
presented by Nationwide recognizes one player each year who best represents greatness.
I have so much equipment, guys, and it's all lagging terribly. So we're gonna have to go with that.
NFL Man of the Year, Eric Armstead.
That just kind of is what it is, unfortunately. But what are we gonna do? Not stream the draft? All right, there we go. All right, so it gives us something. We can act like the audio is from the mic.
Thank you to the Payton family and the NFL, the nation.
I gotta imagine Jags are going
tonight. I want
draft center. I believe even if my camera is the phone, I can pull stuff up
use your platform to make
from the computer.
the league and this world a better place. As we remember, Walter Payton tried to leave a positive legacy of your own. Thank you.
All right.
We have a trade.
Okay. Let's see where the Jags went. It's gotta be Travis Hunter.
Traded the second pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And with the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
There you go. Yep. Jags get the best player in the draft, in my opinion. You get, hey, I don't know. Dude said that he literally would stop playing football if he couldn't play both ways. I don't know about all of that. They could use a DB more than they could use a receiver.
Big fun person.
So I don't know if he only comes out in empty sets if he's primarily being a DB, or vice versa. Does he only come out in dime packages and stuff like that? Who knows? It can never hurt to get that kind of talent. Never hurt to get that kind of talent. Alex, did you get a notification? Because there's nobody at all.
No one saw this coming earlier, right? And we're anticipating. We're going to be training? Okay, let's see if we're going to do a backflip or something.
Travis is
All right, let's test this out. I believe even though I'm using the
there is some emotion that is flowing right now in
I'm using
to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he will
my
certainly
phone essentially as a camera.
who helped him get
I
there.
believe I can pull stuff up here.
I got a lot of people out there that,
Here.
willing to help me with anything. First, I want to thank my fiance and my mother. They never took a step away from me. Coach Klein, Shador, man, y'all changed my life forever. And my grandma, you're the person that got me to start playing football. That means so much to me.
It didn't send out a notification. That's what I thought.
He talking about my dad.
That is what I thought.
And my dad.
Where the hell is it,
Let
Daddy?
him know that I'm proud of him, and I hope he's proud of me for.
At least we
Thank y'all for everything.
have something reliable now
Throughout my journey and continue to help me. I appreciate it.
to work off of, but these tech issues are driving me.
Durante and Travis Sr. And I'm going to start with you because I know how much to Travis.
Well, thank you for being here, Alex.
What does it mean to you to be
It,
here?
I mean, everything
Yeah.
to me, I couldn't wait for the
yeah, maybe people don't get the notification, but hopefully everyone trickles in.
So it's like it's a big moment.
All right.
I appreciate everything.
You said, Durante, that it's like you're going back home, going to
So
Jacksonville.
I can still
What
use
does
the
this
computer
moment
at
mean
least
to
to
you as a
take
police
things in.
sacrifice?
I love this horrible angle of myself, by the way. That's just.
We need to go back to our roots, which is Florida.
Oh, what's up, Elena?
I'm gonna have to say this. Duval in the house. Look, Duval, get ready because we're gonna get on that little boat. Oh, that is that the train?
Thank you very much, Elena. Yeah, this is the closest that we have to an NFL game or anything like that until football season.
Yes,
And the Giants already have their pick in, which means that the Pats are about to be on the clock.
Wanted to play for
Gotta imagine the Giants are going Abdul Carter.
Yeah, guys, they're in at the top of the
Right, so let's see
screen.
what I can do here.
To the HBCU.
Honestly, I know that we need.
Colorado, there he is right there.
I know that we need a one. I would not be upset to see us go for a playmaker. Technically, it scares the hell out of me. But I would love to see something like Ash and Genty. I don't know. Any legitimate playmaker would be phenomenal. Yeah, Travis Hunter's just on that team.
You look, we know what he can do, but I want to go.
We're at least gonna pull up a big board here so we can watch out for those.
Receiver around Trevor Lawrence, you can make an argument for really either side of the ball. Be interesting to see what Liam Cohen and that organization decides to do. What is his primary position, and where does he end up trying to maybe help out on the other side? Or he's going to be a
So we're gonna pull up a big board
especially player on offense is going to have skill position yet on offense is going to help.
so that we can watch it all together.
A little bit of a reboot for the Jaguars.
Still lagging just that little bit, but that's okay.
Look at
I think that's more my computer. I don't know why it struggles so much. But...
114 snaps per game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In the country, average.
That's rough, Alex. I definitely can relate to that.
I understand that he is scheduled to get married.
Gotta do everything we can.
Oh, really? There's a lot going on.
Hey, it's right out here. People that
Get
you, don't judge.
This stuff everybody knows. This guy, the top players when he was in high school. We tried.
You know, that's what done. Just hang out.
Jackson State, right? You know.
All right. So the Giants pick is in. Again, I got it. It's got to be Carter. Like 1, 2, and 3. Even though we didn't see the Jags coming, everybody's knowing what 1, 2, and 3 was going to be for a very long time.
His name's Paul.
He did think so.
With the third pick.
All right, here we go.
The New York Giants select Abdul Carter.
Yep, Abdul Carter.
Defensive
All right, so it went exactly like we all thought for a very long time.
If there is a tie for the New York Giants, it's pass rush.
All right. Yeah, that put us exactly in the position that I did not want us to be in, where the top 3 blue chip guys go. And we're sitting at number 4. I got to imagine we're probably going to take Will Campbell. Everybody talks about the short arms of Will Campbell. Can we talk about Will Campbell's arms for a second? Everybody is freaking out that this dude has arms that are 3/4 of an inch too short to play the position that he played for 4 years in college and his entire life. At the most elite level possible outside of the NFL. Alfalfa. Stop, buddy. We got Alfalfa attacking the cord right now. He's very dead set on he wants this cord to be his. Alfalfa. Are you going to do that in front of all these people? Are you going to do that, buddy? You can let go of the cord. Please. Alfalfa. Alfalfa, no. Drop it. Drop it. You little punk. You little punk. All right. Alfalfa being loud. I'm literally using laptops as stands for my phone right now. How absurd is that? That's how terrible their connection is. Look at this, dude. I have a laptop on top of the laptop that is being the stand for my phone.
Gourmet dinner.
Thank you.
He finally just devoted all his time on the edge.
Here to see my wonderful wife, Alfalfa. Will you please stop eating every cord in sight?
Just being that pass rusher, which obviously is why it's being brought in.
Alfalfa.
So you see here,
Stop, buddy.
great instincts, coach. He's tenacious. Also accept that edge and get to get up against the run. You know, here you see the guy. He's going to be a spy. Is athletic enough to do that?
He's being a jerk.
The Giants have to play. Somebody's got
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, buddy. You can't hit the cords. Oh.
All right, so here's a level.
He just Alfalfa just climbed up on my lap, went over to the mic, and ripped the mic cover off. Hey, no, chill, bud. Oh.
Having to chase down Jaden Daniels, who was the second pick in the
Yeah,
draft.
that's really what makes it so difficult right now. And it's annoying. Alfalfa.
Thanks so much, Reese. Chris,
No.
I watched you film the entire walk of your son to
Pricing
the
the top
commissioner.
just makes
So
it
much
so.
pride in you.
Oh, dude, you can't stay mad at him.
Rookie season.
You can't stay mad at him. It's literally impossible to stay mad at Alfalfa.
He's going to be the best rookie in NFL football, for sure.
But
When the
he's
dad
feisty.
says It means it. Thanks so
He's a
much.
little
Reese.
spoiled
Congratulations.
because
We've got so much
I
more
work
coming your
during
way.
the week.
From
Kelly
Green
works
Bay.
during the
We're just
weekend.
3 picks in, and up
So it
next,
kind of
you'll
makes it
see
so that
the
people are
Patriots
around
take a lot more
90% of the time.
from inside the green room.
Oh, pick is already in for the Patriots.
We continue after this on ABC.
All right. See what it is shortly.
College game day is built by the
Yeah, but he's extremely spoiled. So any day that we're both out, he gets like this. So I had to run down to the city today on top of regular work. Kelly had work during the week, which doesn't happen too often. And he is taking it out on all the cords.
Free delivery from the boat. Great presentation.
Sure.
Could you email me a photo? Geico, make it easy to switch and save hundreds.
Oh yeah, sure.
Let's get an Alfalfa cam. It is nice to be able to move my camera. Alfalfa cam.
You don't know my name.
Alfalfa cam.
Of course I know your name, but I just get you mixed up with the other guy. What's his
Boom, there you go.
What's your name?
We got our Alfalfa cam. Hey, what's up, Freshie? Fresh, did you get a notification? My notifications are not notifying, unfortunately.
Because not everything in life is good.
Yeah, so this is what's so irritating, guys. I have a setup here. I literally tried 2 separate computers, right?
Don't sweat it.
2 separate computers. Have my mic that I use for all my videos.
That's the
Have my Ring camera.
Get up to $1,000 towards your new iPhone.
Yeah. And everything is being so insanely laggy that I am using my phone to stream and putting it on top of the not working laptop and then using the laptop to update my banner. And that's it.
During the off season,
I mean, holy shit, guys. It's ridiculous. But what can you do?
Get the new
Patriots are picking them, so everything's good in the world.
with a subscription to NFL Plus. For the picks, the moves, the play.
I love that I still have the mic next to me, like it's plugged into anything. Just used to it. Alfalfa.
Welcome home.
All right, buddy. You're at like a 10.
Hurrying for a
I
great deal.
need you to go down to like a
SUV brand. Jeep. There's only one. With freedom of choice pricing. Well,
mac and cheese. That
At least the 2025 Jeep Grand
that
Cherokee
was brother
$259.
by Kelly.
See your Jeep Grand dealer today.
Dude. Traffic today was insane, man. I was on Cross Bronx and I was trying to get home. It ended up taking me 2 hours to get home.
Return.
Absolutely nuts.
From adventures on the water to serene nature trails.
Okay. So let's update this with Abdul Carter.
Speaks for itself. But just in case, let's be clear. You're welcome.
So at 3,
Just go to
they're
visit
Giants.
and plan your trip. Hurry in for a great deal on the most
Yeah,
SUV
Carter.
brand. Jeep. There's only one.
Honestly, I should just save myself a couple steps and type in
at least the
Line
2025
Campbell.
Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4 for $259 a month.
We're gonna
See your
take Campbell,
Jeep
I know we are.
today.
Hey, what's up, Brock? Brock, I don't know how long you've been in here, whether or not you heard the absurdity of dude, did that not update?
2025 NFL draft is underway, and we've had fireworks already. There were no
I added Abdul Carter on there. So I have my laptop that I use for all my recording. Kelly's laptop, my mic, and my camera, and everything is so laggy with my connection at the moment that I literally am using the laptops as a stand for my phone. I have 2 laptops stacked on top of each other. My mic, my bow, and my camera, and none of it is currently functioning. I'm just using my phone and AirPod, so I'm literally just
Part of so many great teams.
using technology as plastic.
You like to have some of the fun with the receivers and some of the speed. Braves
Oh, dude, so the big one, Brock, everybody, top 3 went pretty much exactly how everyone thought. You know, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, or Cam Moore, Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. Jags traded a lot of assets to move up to the 2nd spot and take Carter, or take Hunter, rather. All right, Pats, it's going to be Campbell.
New England Patriots select Will Campbell.
Will Campbell, yep.
LSU.
All right, there we go. We're protecting our blind side. Everybody's worried about this dude's arm being too short, and it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I mean, we're arguing about 3/4 of an inch on his wingspan. Like, no, dude has been an elite tackle for a long time. So now we got Morgan Moses, Will Campbell, give Drake Mason time. I like that pick. Yeah, Jags got Hunter, man, but they traded their 1st round pick this year. They did a swap there. Sent their 4th round pick, I believe their either second or 3rd, and their 1st next year. They sent so much. Actually, let me see what the exact trade package was.
to Monroe, and then decided.
Yeah, they sent a
And I'm going to do
crazy trade package. So he better be playing both ways and Pro Bowl level on both ends. All right, let's see what it was.
My cousin's name is Tarver Brad.
But I know that they, yeah, and how's Reuben, dude? I've never been anywhere close to that cool.
No matter what it was, how big or small.
Okay, so I think I can share this stuff with you guys.
2024. So a day before my birthday. They were at our hunting camp. And
Yeah, and
while they were sleeping.
I mean, you guys already have Trayvon Walker, Josh
At the
Allen.
time that he passed,
It
as a family,
it wouldn't
we
make
started a
sense.
foundation in his name. And we've been able to really do crazy things, you know.
It's going to be interesting to see what direction they go in with Hunter, though. He really does play both ways because he was dead set on that.
Now has the best.
No. All right. So what was traded?
Campbell there celebrating his cousin, and I know that you all wish.
All right. Browns receive the 5th overall. So that's the current pick right now. Browns receive the 5th overall.
How would you describe all the
2nd rounder, so number 36 overall. 4th rounder. Yeah, Jesus Christ. So they sent the 2nd overall for the 5th overall, a 2nd, a 4th, and next year's 1st. And then what was sent back? Alfalfa, buddy. Can you call him? Yeah.
Brian, what do you
I know a few things were sent back. So then they sent back. All that they did was send back their 3rd, man. That is crazy. So they paid 1st, a 2nd, a 4th, and a future 1st. Woo!
I can tell you, I think Drake May's
Oh my God.
There's no doubt about it, but I want to.
Yeah, man. It that's kind of the thing that I feel like with Travis Hunter. Maybe you can talk about him being at this level for being a DB, but he's not going to be the best receiver on the field. He's not going to be the best DB on the field. It's just the fact that he's very good at both. So Alpha has too many syllables. Yeah, Ramen, I'm happy with it. So many people are so concerned about this dude's arm length, and it's so absurd. He dominated in the SEC. I'm not too worried about it. Guys, I really cannot believe how terrible my connection is, how laggy everything is, to the point that I had to jump over to the phone. Again, we're looking at one laptop that did not work for it. We're looking at a 2nd laptop that did not work. We got my mic that I usually use and the camera, and none of it's working. So we're just on my phone, literally using the laptop that doesn't make sense. I am. And Alpha is extremely involved in tonight's production. Hey, buddy. Oh, apparently he's camera shy now. Apparently he's camera shy. Alfalfa.
Well, this last week,
How you doing? How you doing, bud? You happy we got a tackle, Alfalfa? Yeah, it may not be the sexy pick, but I'm very, very happy that we're rebuilding the line. That was very important.
And back to Reese, you can tell he aced the interview.
Patriots suck. He's definitely bouncing back, dude. Yeah, it's what's frustrating about it is that I don't understand why it's doing it.
Another team.
My old computer. So who do the Browns end up with?
The Cleveland Browns select Mason Graham.
Oh, wow.
Michigan.
And then they still get Mason Graham out of the whole deal. That was some phenomenal movement from the Browns there.
He would slide, but man, he led that national championship team from Michigan.
Well played, Browns. Well played.
Now on his way to Cleveland.
Right.
It's a guy that we
Let me get
very closely over the
banner updated here.
Caught on to him this year, but to me, when they won the national championship,
that's great, man.
In the year,
Mason Graham on the same line as Myles Garrett. That's phenomenal.
No wonder Kim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator from the Browns, I'm sure standing on the table, is trying to talk
Alpha, my God.
about why they
Keeps running away when I pull out the camera to show him. But again, he's very involved in tonight's production. Right, Alfalfa? Right, Alfalfa? And so they end up getting 3 extra picks in the top 100 first next year, and they still end up with, the best interior D line. Raiders are probably going to go Ashton Dente.
Mason Graham is headed to the Cleveland Browns. And
I mean, yeah, this draft is kind of just playing out exactly as everyone mocked it.
Great organization and a great league.
No one yet, Fresh. No one yet.
There's pressure to try to bring that brand back. He was very instrumental.
So, Alex, this is when all of the college players are coming into the NFL. So, because the Patriots were terrible and only won 4 games this last year, they had a high pick. The worse your team does, the earlier you pick. And we are watching all of the best college players get drafted to their pro teams. Dude, Buddy Johnson needs to find out what the ratings are for these dudes. Now that there's a college football game, watch out for the Jets in the draft. Yeah, it's definitely the biggest night outside of any actual game happening.
This guy was a pain.
So first round takes the entire night. Then they'll do, I believe, second and third round, and then third day do the last 4 rounds.
A short arm, small guy in the middle, and rushes the passer extremely well inside, which makes it hard for the quarterback to step up. This guy made a ton of plays in the last 2 years for Michigan. And that game you're talking about, once that game went into overtime, he took it to another. He's against that man.
Background helps him tremendously.
Yeah, that was a very important pick for us to get Campbell there.
All right, thanks so much, Reese. Here with Kim and Alan.
Right.
You said this is so crazy.
And I'm surprised to see Cleveland
Amazing.
all the moves they just
And we're just so
pulled.
proud
I
and
mean, that was
excited
great.
for what Mason's been able to do.
Especially given their
Whenever he held up the jersey with your last name on it, you both smiled so big.
their financial situation. I mean, that's huge. That is huge.
It's all life.
Yeah, we ended up getting Campbell. Yeah, I was talking about.
So why is this emotional?
I can wear my Campbell jersey. It just, the number won't match up, but that's okay.
And a lot of credit
For
to both
protecting
of you.
Drake May,
Thanks
dude.
so much, Kim and Alan. Reese.
The Graham family moved to Hawaii. He'll get some frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, he's a big guy, so.
This year, the Las Vegas Raiders are now on the clock with the 6th.
Oh, yeah, he cannot be number 12. That'd be more likely, but I mean, big dudes are usually like the 50s to 60s. Hey, what's up, Brian? Brian, we've had a disaster of a night in terms of technology. Super frustrating.
With the 6th pick in the 2020
All right, Raiders. Genty?
Vegas Raiders select Ashton Genty.
Genty. Yep. So this is literally, other than the Jags trading up, everybody has predicted exactly how this was gonna go, like a million times. It's crazy.
Running back from outside the power conferences since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2001 came out of TCU.
Ooh, he's got a little limp going on.
He is really a citizen of the world. There was talk that maybe the Jaguars would go after him. His hometown, though, he moved
Jesus,
to
man. 2,600 rushing yards this last year. That's crazy.
They went to Italy for a while and they
Yeah.
brought him back, and boy, what a season.
So, Brian, it's the best we're going to get. The situation that we have right now. Typically, I am streaming from here. Alfalfa, no. Typically, I am streaming from here. Backup would be here. And then it would run through here and be shown to you from there while I watch this. Instead, literally none of that stuff is working. And we are going from my phone and my AirPod, and I am just using the laptop to update the bottom of the screen and to hold my phone.
I think this guy is a combination, even though he's
All right, let's get Genty on there.
he's got power, he's got
Every pick so far has been what made sense. So now we're going to get into interesting territory. So now we got the Jets up, and they already have their pick. I'm glad it's smooth, man. I don't understand why it doesn't work from my laptop. Fortunately, I do work for an IT company, so I might be able to ask some guys at work, get some help. I'm talking into this like it's doing anything, but it's just because I'm used to it at this point. Blah, 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 blah. So that's Vegas. Genty. I mean, that's insane. Within 27 yards of breaking Barry Sanders' rushing record for college. That's crazy. Crazy. Like that is a franchise changing type of pick if he works out. Yeah, the guys so far, Cam Ward, I mean, with the right coaching, he has great physical traits, but I think any other year he wouldn't have even been the top quarterback.
But it was a lot of fun, and playing in the away game was really in the away game.
You're making like all the noise possible, dude.
That was a real.
Okay. Are you okay?
Transition from Italy back to
The can.
getting back used to that.
My can of snails fell on my wife's head. That's a normal thing for normal households.
Specifically, the guys that I was playing.
Yeah, Cam Ward, I think there's the potential there. Like I was saying to Brock, Travis Hunter doesn't strike me as like an all-pro receiver or an all-pro corner. I think he can be extremely good in either role, but you're not going to be able to play both ways in the NFL. And I don't think that he is the best player on the field for either position. I think what's so impressive about him is that he played both very well. But I could be totally wrong. I mean, the dude is a physical freak. So we'll see how that one goes. Total overpay for him, though. I mean, 3 picks in the top 100 and a first rounder next year.
Dash Pass to get you money on DoorDash, so you can
My God, I have the cutest dog ever.
Stay right where you need to be.
He has these little bells that he rings to go out, and then he just sits down.
You say big on orders. You can afford to get
Abdul Carter.
and Dash Pass by DoorDash. Your door,
Yeah,
more safe.
that's a phenomenal pick as well. I
Designed to
don't really know what role he's going to play in New York, though. I mean, everything's locked in there by Dexter Lawrence. But then on the outside, you already have Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. So where is he going to fit in if he's a pure edge guy? Unless they plan on maybe trading Thibodeau. I don't know. That's an interesting one. And then for us, getting that blindside protection, absolutely massive. The fact that we picked up Stephon Diggs kind of lets us do that, and then we can protect the thing. So that's exactly what we needed. Mason Graham, especially after getting all those picks, phenomenal pickup from the Browns. Genty, if he works out, I mean, you got that Pete Carroll system in there. So far, everything is kind of going perfect for everybody.
But I am. So bad. I may be small, but I am.
Bear with me, I have not eaten all day, guys.
Respected. Protected. Never rejected.
So what does everybody have going on tonight? I apologize for not only the tech issue, but the fact that there was no notification.
Oh, okay. Back here in Green Bay, night 1 of the
All right.
NFL draft.
The Jets seem like the perfect place to start for somebody fucking up.
Selected
You didn't do anything?
The Las Vegas Raiders,
Must be.
the New York Jets are
All right.
on the clock.
Yeah. So everything has gone perfectly so far
Subject of
in terms of who needs what, and all that kind of stuff.
Aaron
It is the
Rodgers.
Jets' turn to fuck up.
Didn't work out with the
That's
Jets.
usually where it starts. Somebody has to make the first run,
Steals
and I would put money on it being the Jets.
now coming in to see if he can prove it at the quarterback position, and the Jets have a ton of needs as the season sort of got away from them a year ago. How would you look at that?
You know, wide receiver, tight end.
I mean, getting Justin Fields help
You got a new regime with a new GM.
makes no sense to me.
Aaron Glenn taking over as a new head coach. Steve Wilkes, defensive coordinator. So there's a lot of when you need everything. What do you tend to go?
Take the best player.
The best player. Yeah, difference maker.
All right, so who?
The Jets have decided who they think the best player for them is at the moment. As we go to the
I would go with I'm on Nimbo, honestly.
2025 NFL draft.
Oh, nice.
The New York Jets select Armand Membu.
Yep, Armand Membu. That's the other tackle. That's who
Get the big
everybody was thinking could go to the Patriots if Campbell didn't go there. Alfalfa, dude,
celebrate with his family and friends.
you need to stop playing on the chords. You're knocking everything over.
Nothing but glowing things there is Freak celebrating tonight is Armand Membu.
Dude, I freaking feel that, Alex. I had to go to Queens for something. Alfalfa's being adorable in the background.
The combine for sure. His entry into the NFL, part of his parents' lifelong plan started when they moved to America.
Our parents names are Eddie Malone and Sufo Membu, both from Cameroon. They came here back in 2000 for opportunities
Wait for it.
in America.
Oh, I got it.
Sacrifice for me. I just want to keep.
What a
keep
tough
the-
guy. Oh my gosh.
To my sports experience.
Yeah, I was stuck in multiple hours of traffic today, which just total drag.
Soccer,
But
soccer is really big.
I'm probably gonna call it a night maybe around like pick 15 or so. Because I also don't feel like being up late. I'll be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, which is super fun.
It's completely different than the person I am now.
And that person that he is now is the guy up front for the Jets.
Well, you know, this guy was on my all saving offense.
Yeah, so Armand Membu was talked about as possibly being the best pure tackle in the league. With Will Campbell being considered the best overall offensive lineman. It's weird because they're both playing tackle. But
Is the best offensive lineman in this draft. It says a lot. I mean, in athletic ability, when you're going over, one thing.
I mean, when you watch his film, dude absolutely dominates.
Such a discrepancy between offensive line play and the defensive lineman and how athletic and how big they get. So to hear you say this guy's by far probably the best.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do, guys.
Dividends for him when he tried to make this transition from the college game up to the NFL to deal with those edge pressure men.